Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Sundari Skies. I'm Shriya. I am a tarot card reader, I am Vastu expert, I'm also an astrologer. By the way, Happy New Year to all of you. May all your dreams come true in this year. So let's start with the video. Hi group number 3, welcome to your reading. So let's see in 2025 what is going to come into your life. What is the guidance for you? So I'm gonna pick up 3 cards from Lightyear's Tarot deck. Alright. So the first card is the Chariot, which is number 7, and you have 7 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles. So there are, all the cards are, number 7. So there is a lot of significance of 7 here. The first one what I'm getting is you need to practice detachment, because 7 is associated with planet Ketu, which teaches you to detach. Yes, you can have goals, you work towards your goals, you can do everything whatever you're doing, but just have a bit of detachment from the outcome. Because sometimes what happens is, if we are too much about reaching the outcome, always thinking about the outcome, and we are actually forgetting the essence of why we are doing a certain thing that we are doing. For example, the Chariot says you need to take action and go towards the direction that you want to achieve in. Okay, so this I can see, since this is like past card, I can see a lot of you have started achieving the dreams or goals that you're planning to achieve in your life. So you're moving towards that direction, which is really good. Keep moving. You're in the right direction. You just have to keep moving, and you will reach the goal that you're going to. You will reach the goal that you're planning to achieve. Then here, the 7 of Cups has come. So the 7 of Cups says you have lot of choices, ideas in your head. So you need to take a decision from your heart. Some of you could be thinking, this is mainly I'm getting, it's about your career. So a lot of you guys are sort of confused about your career. You have a lot of dreams, you have a lot of desires, you want to achieve this, you want to achieve that, you want this, you want that, and you're also probably doing multiple things at the same time. But the catch here is you need to pick one thing. Let me start with the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck here is 3 of Swords. So I can see a lot of people have gone through heartbreak. Either heartbreak or disappointment. You wanted to do something, you had planned something big, but this 2024 did not fulfill all your desires. It did not go as per your plans. But you have come out of it and you're moving in the right direction in order to reach your goals. It's just telling you to pick one thing at one time, and pick. You have a lot of choices. See, 7 of Cups says there are a lot of choices in front of you. There are so many ways in front of you, but you need to pick what is right for you. And how will you pick is that you need to listen to your heart. What are you most passionate about out of the things that you are doing? Think about what is that one thing which you are very, very passionate about and you cannot let go of it no matter what. Think about that thing and go towards that direction. Okay, and for some of you, I can also feel that this could be about your relationship. It could be that you're confused which one to go with. You have so many options. A lot of you like more than one person. You like more than one person, and you're confused which whom to pick. Who is the right partner for you? You're confused about it. The reason why you're confused is from the Three of Swords. I can feel that you could have been abandoned in the past, or things did not work out the way you wanted it to work out. You could be feeling a lot of disappointment. You could have experienced a lot of disappointment in the past. That's the reason why you're thinking too much about the options, and mainly also the outcome of it. Okay, what is this relationship going to bring you? Okay, so the suggestion the universe is trying to suggest you is, whoever your heart says yes to, you should go with that person. You need to pick a person for yourself from your heart. Don't think about your thoughts intellectually. You shouldn't pick a partner in you shouldn't pick a partner intellectually. You need to pick a partner intuitionally. Ask yourself, take some time off, ask yourself ask your heart, do I want this person in my life? Is he the right person for me? Just go within yourself and ask this question. Heart to heart conversation with your own self, and you will get the right answer. And Seven of Pentacles says, see, your seeds are growing. It's almost grown into a plant, but it is also going to reach higher. So this plant is going to become a tree. So when it comes to finances, just be at it. Don't give up on your situation, or you may be not earning as much as you're dreaming about earning right now, but you will get there. You just have to follow your heart, and you will get there. You definitely, you will reach a point where you will be earning your dream income. Right now you're earning a decent amount. It's enough for you to pay bills and take care of your family, but I know you guys have a lot of dreams, a lot of ambitions, as I said. So you will get there eventually. You just have to keep going. See, Chariot says it keeps going, right? So you need to keep going. Don't stop. Don't take a break in between. Don't leave a blank in between. Just keep going at your finances. You'll get there. Let me also take guidance from Osho Zen Tarot. What is the message? What is the guidance for you in 2025 for pile 3, for group number 3? Okay, guilt. The first card is guilt. Second card is aloneness. Third is creativity. So here the guilt card has come. So the guilt, what I'm feeling is a lot of people from this group are in guilt about something that happened in the past, either 2024 or before that. This could not, this could be anything. Okay, it could be, you may be blaming yourself about something which was not in your hands, or you could be blaming yourself for something from the past. Maybe you would have lost someone who was very close to you, who you were very, very attached to, and you lost them, and somewhere down the line you still have this in your mind that it's because of you that that person went away from you. Either it could mean that the person could have like gone forever from your life. This guilt, subconsciously it is eating up your mind. So the best suggestion for you would be, you need to practice uh, you need to cut the cord from that person. So the sevens here are also saying, I mean, all the sevens here are also suggesting you to detach. So there is something in your subconscious mind which is blocking you from reaching that maximum success that you're planning to reach, the dreams that you're planning to chase, the goals that you're planning to achieve. So you need to work on this guilt. It could be any guilt, okay? You're blaming yourself for it. You're beating yourself up for this. This is eating up your mind. Like, guilt is a very negative thing. It's the most negative thing after jealousy that creates a major blockages in your mind. And you have to forgive yourself for this. If you don't forgive yourself, this is going to create a blockage, and you will not be able to achieve the goals that you're planning, the dreams that you're dreaming. So this is one thing which you need to work on. You have to talk to yourself, like 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, how much ever time you can have with your own self. Talk to yourself, honest conversation with yourself, and ask what happened. Think about the situation. Why are you guilty? And it's okay, sometimes it happens. It could mean that, you know, there could be your mistake or not, doesn't matter, but you're in a guilt. And this, you need to let go of this guilt. You need to forgive yourself and move on. Letting go is the one thing that you need to remember. If you hold on to this guilt, then it is going to slowly eat you up, and this is going to create a major blockage. Next is aloneness. So as I said, you need to spend some time alone by yourself. Talk to yourself, have honest conversation, let it out. At that moment when you're talking to yourself, let it out. Write down what are the things that you're guilty about. It could be one thing or more. Write about it, write in detail how you feel about it, and then accept the fact that maybe this was supposed to happen and it was nothing to do with you, and it was not in your hands. Maybe it was destined. So you need to understand, accept the fact that this thing happened. It's already happened, and you cannot go to your past and change things. You need to live in present. Live in present moment, let go of the past, and when you spend some time alone by yourself, you will get there. You will be able to come out of this blockage. I know it's gonna take time. Take your own time, it's okay. Take your own time, but come out of this guilt, and you will come out of this guilt. So what I'm getting here is 7 is again Ketu, right? So Ketu is also connected to your Muladhara chakra, which is also responsible for your creativity. So this Muladhara chakra is blocked, I can see. It's blocked because of the guilt. Okay, and you need to spend time by yourself alone, and once you're once you analyze the whole situation, you accept the fact and try to forgive yourself bit by bit. Once you analyze the whole situation, and once you analyze the whole situation by spending some alone time with yourself, and when you work on this guilt which is blocking your Muladhara chakra, when you work on your Muladhara chakra, the creativity is going to flow to you. Maybe you will experience a lot of that groundedness you will feel. Most of you might, I mean, the symptoms of blockages could also be, you know, you feel like doing something, and some days suddenly you feel demotivated, or you feel lazy to do it. You want to do so many things, you have a lot of plans, a lot of ideas in your head, but it's just that ideas are not able to fructify. Those ideas are not able to, you are not able to execute those ideas from your mind. So I'll draw another card from Magic of Unicorns. Let's see what is the message for you from the unicorns. So you've got Stargate of Lyra. Stargate of Lyra. This is a very beautiful card. It's actually suggesting you to have work on your third eye chakra as well. Because see, Seven of Cups, 777 here, and the lone card has come. So this is all indicating towards Ketu. So third eye chakra, again intuition. That is also Ketu plays a major role in a person's intuition. So intuition is something that you're gifted, and you just have to work on this guilt. And once you're out of this guilt, your third eye chakra, your third eye will be very active, and this target of life, enter the unicorn kingdom. Enter the unicorn kingdom, it says. So the unicorns are inviting you to their own kingdom. That means what I'm getting here is you're for the higher cause. You're not just normal human being who is going to do something for the, you are for the higher purpose. That means you are here to do something for the society. More than an average human person, you're going to be basically, you must have heard of light workers, the astral world. They talk about light workers, then they talk about earth angels. So you are basically here for some other cause, which is you are for the higher realm, higher consciousness. People from the higher plane wants you, so they just want you to work on this third eye chakra. And your unicorns, the angels will help you to, the angels will help you realize what is the true purpose in this life. This is not normal. This is something which is like very higher. It's in spiritual world, it is like for a very higher cause, which is for a very good cause, that you're born into this. You have taken this life to do something bigger. You have taken this life to do something bigger for the society. Okay, not just for you and your family. Your purpose, your true purpose in this life is to do something bigger, basically for the society. Wow, very beautiful. Thank you so much, group number 3. If you have resonated with the reading, do leave a comment below and let me know how did you feel about your reading. Did you get clarity? Did you get a guidance? Let me know how you felt about this reading. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.